Welcome to Miss Bizz's Guide to Combat Basics in Elder Scrolls Online. Today I'm going to be going through a variety of different things. Some of these are super basic and you definitely learned them in your very first tutorial when you made your first character, and some of them are not so basic, so be sure to listen to the whole thing. The first thing we're going to talk about is light, medium, and heavy attacks. These basic weapon attacks you might think are your main source of damage because maybe you played Skyrim, but they are not in Elder Scrolls Online. That doesn't mean they're useless though. Light attacks are what happen when you have a weapon equipped and you left click or you use your right trigger or R2 button. If you quickly tap the button, you'll do a light attack, and if you hold down the button, you're actually going to do a medium, or if you hold it down long enough, a full heavy attack. Any staff that actually has a channeled medium or heavy attack, you will need a target to actually be able to do it. Another odd thing is bows. When you hold down your attack button on bows, once you get to that heavy attack point, it doesn't automatically fire. You need to let go of the button. Whereas other weapons, you can just keep holding down the button and it will keep heavy attacking. When you use abilities, you're actually going to use up magicka or stamina. Something really cool is a fully charged heavy attack will restore the appropriate resource. So if you're using a staff, it will restore magicka. If you're using swords, maces, etc., a fully charged heavy attack will restore stamina. Here I'm going to take on a small creature with mostly just light and heavy attacks. Here you can see I am blocking against the creature and throwing in another light attack. Oh, stop. You see those red lines around the enemy? That means they're in the middle of casting a skill and you should be interrupting them. The most basic way to interrupt is bashing an enemy. You do this by holding down your block button, which is right click on your mouse on PC or left trigger on console, and then tapping your light attack button. If you're a ranged character, there's actually some skills that allow you to interrupt from a distance. This includes Venom Arrow, which is a morph of Poison Arrow for bow, or Crushing Shock from the Destruction Staff line. Sometimes, instead of the red lines, you're actually going to see yellow lines coming from your enemy, and that means block. If you actually blocked your enemy's heavy attack, you'll see the little halo around their head. That means they're off-balanced and concussed. If you hit them with a fully charged heavy attack, you're gonna knock them down. Here we're going back to that basic bash command. As you can see, right now I am CC'd. That means crowd control. To get out of this, I need to break free, and guess what? It is the same buttons as bash. You hold down block, and you tap light attack. We're going to take another look at that fight with the Strangler, because in that fight, I actually dodged something, and that's another combat basic. Dodging is how you can make attacks miss you. To dodge on PC, you double-click a walking key in whatever direction you want to dodge. On PlayStation, it's L2 and X together, and on Xbox One, it is left trigger and A. On PC, you can actually bind dodge to a single key so you don't need to double tap. If you do that, you're going to dodge in whatever direction you're currently walking or running. Dodging can be used to dodge projectiles, like you just saw me do, and if you didn't see it, let's look at it a little slowed down. You can see that green slime ball coming out from the Strangler, and I dodge out of the way. Dodging can also be useful to get out of red AoEs, which are enemy AoEs, area of effects. Blocking, dodging, bashing, and breaking free all cost you stamina. Of course, unless you have an ice staff and the specific passive to make your blocking cost magicka. While blocking, you also do not regenerate stamina, so if you just stand there and hold block, you're not going to get any more stamina. Dodge rolling also has a special little stamina effect, and that is when you dodge roll more than once while you have this wonderful little green feat, it is going to cost you a lot more. That's the end of ESO Combat Basics Part 1. If you want to learn about synergies, AoEs, single target, and major and minor buffs, be sure to tune into Part 2 of Elder Scrolls Online Combat Basics. I'm Miss Bizz. Thanks for tuning in. And if you have any questions, be sure to comment below. And if this video helped you out, be sure to leave a like. Thanks. Bye for now.